Hello. How about everybody switch their videos on as it is your graduation day?
Good afternoon, Dr. Danos. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Professor. How's everybody doing? Turn on your videos. Perfect. Out of the 17 people we have here, only 6 of us have turned on our videos. Come on, guys. I mean, for those of you who are in an uncomfortable situation where you can't turn on your videos, we do understand. But for those of you who are at home or, who can't turn on their videos, I mean, it would be so nice to have. Oh, thank you, guys. That's really nice of you. Okay. So welcome and congratulations once again. We have come to the end of this training, but for the start of the journey, for your MUN journey, this is going to be the moment where you're going to actually start self-training and actually participating in MUN sessions where you will further enhance your MUN skills. Congratulations, warm congratulations once again. You have made it this far. We really do appreciate your commitment, your dedication to get this far through the training with such perseverance. We really do appreciate it. We truly do. We have read some fancy resolutions. We have seen the efforts you've been putting on every MUNE simulations, and it's very appreciated. Also, welcome once again to being an alumni of African Rebirth, and welcome to the family once again. Okay, so today we have some programs prepared for you guys. The first is going to be this welcoming ceremony you guys are already having, and some congratulations. For those of you who've just joined, please do turn on your videos so we can see each other. And at the same time, congratulations on making it this far. Congratulations on being an MUN expert on or an MUN trained student. Whichever way, it has really been a pleasure getting to know each and every one of you. It's been a pleasure taking part in a training with you all. Before we proceed to the next session, can I please ask once again to turn on your videos and make it as engaging as you can? I mean, feel free to unmute yourselves and speak and make it as interesting as it can be, as it is your graduation after all. Okay, so moving on, the next is going to be an African Rebirth experience sharing session we do conduct at the end of every trainings we conduct here at African Rebirth. This is going to be the part where you are going to say a few things about how this experience played in your life, played out in a sense, how this has shaped you, how you found this training, and what could be done better. We'd like to take some feedbacks from every one of you here. So yeah, anybody who'd like to go ahead, please feel free to do so. Okay, Emile, you can please go ahead. Unmute you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So this is to thank you, everyone who is now present. First of all, I would like to thank the founder and the president of African Rebirth for this opportunity, and those who work with him like to try to train African youths for a better future in diplomacy, in entrepreneurship, in peacemaking, and so on. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity. It was exceptional because I had like already completed different other opportunities, but they were not like of the same nature or of the same kind as the one that I experienced here with the African Birth. And so it was interesting, despite the fact that sometimes we had problems related to network connection. So you know that sometimes we have a problem. This is, I think, particularly to some countries and so in Africa in general. This is maybe something that our leaders are improving every time, just to have a stable network so that we can improve, because we our continent improve like with many sectors. We can't just improve in one sector and forgetting behind other sectors. So this is also something that our leaders, I think, are trying to do, to be to be better than the present. I would like just to say something about the modern United Nations. So this is something that really requires much interest, and so I think concentration. So delegates need to concentrate on that.
There is a lot of background. Amir?
After the...
Oh, Amir?
Yeah.
There's a lot of background noise. I don't hear I think we can hear you well.
Okay. So is it okay now? Can you get where my voice?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Okay. So I was saying that this is something that requires concentration. And after this great event that we are having just right now, celebrating like the graduation day for our for us candidates, I think something that I would say is that so the delegates need to concentrate and go on just to go on improving so MUN related like vocabulary and practice if they can be able to. So practice and concentration and the further research on modern United Nations, such as, for example, working MUN, like simulation on YouTube and as well, or if they can get other opportunities on MUN. I think this is a very interesting thing that we need to do, and so we have to do our best to go on training ourselves on the MUN to be expert, and so just to be potential for leaders. Why not tomorrow? This is all I would like to say. about the experience that I had during our intensive cohort on our training. Yeah. Thank you.
That's quite interesting. Thank you, Emil. Anybody else who wants, please make it as brief as you can because we're here. We give everybody else a chance. Anybody else who wants to prepare your feedbacks here, you're most welcome. Please raise your hand so that we can give you the chance. Okay, so you come up with your feedbacks. Let me once again thank our communication team who's been there with us since day one. Sorry. Okay. This has come true due to the hard efforts they have put in to make this a reality. So everybody who's been part of the communication team would like to once again thank you on behalf of the group, on behalf of African Rebirth. We'll be thanking you individually later, but for now, anybody with feedbacks, anybody who wants to say about how this program, this cohort has shaped you in your careers, in your lives, and how it has been, how it has played part in your lives. It would be nice if any of you forward your feedbacks. Go ahead, Peter.
Okay, I want to use this opportunity to thank African Rebirth for giving me the opportunity to actually learn a lot that has actually impacted me with a lot of skills. Aside that, having the opportunity to have that social cohesion with people from different backgrounds and in different countries, of course, it is my hope that all that I have learned, I'll be able to that through my community engagement to impact young ones who also learn something positive from me and also introduce them to African Rebirth. I want to congratulate them. It's been a good journey with them, and I wish them they keep up to this good work so that the young ones and other new people could also have the opportunity to learn good things for social development. Thank you.
Nice hearing from you, Peter. It was really nice. As for the others who wants to give feedbacks, the floor is yours. Anyone? I mean, the least you should learn by now should have been to be as participant as you can whenever you get the chance to voice yourselves out. Yes, please go ahead, Elizabeth.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Chair and fellow delegates, congratulations. It was a great pleasure working with you and engaging with every one of you. I've gained a lot and I've made friends. Shout out to Achai. It was really, really good working with different people from different backgrounds. And yeah, I'm looking forward to make Africa a better continent as we are all turning to. And congratulations once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. It was really nice hearing from you as well. Okay, we're waiting for the rest of you to follow suit. Before I start calling out names and say, yeah, we're not so many to call out names,
People are so humble. I can't.
I know, very humble people.
This
Very
is not
nice
a
of you guys.
This is not a religious ceremony, you know.
I know. Okay. How about I take? Okay. Thank you, Hamda. You can please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Justin. Get it? I'm very happy to be here with you guys. Sorry, I don't think guys is the appropriate word to say, but I want to say I want to thank each one of you who took the time to to really help you out through the whole time of being in the session. It's been really such a wonderful session. We get to know a lot of things. We get to know with a lot of people with different nationalities, different mindset, different with everything too. I want to say thank you. Thank you, the whole team from African Cohort. You really help us to help us to think really widely about about leadership, about communication, about everything that concerns about skills. So I want to say thank you, and also I want to thank the rest of the um, uh, delegates who also be there. So it's really helping me a lot. I get to learn a lot from you. I get to know a lot of people, and it's been such an honor. So I want to say thank you. I want to say congratulations, guys, all of you. I want to say we have really made it today, and it's been really a good journey, and it came to an end. So thank you, and congratulations, all of you.
Congratulations to you too, dear. It was very nice hearing from you as well. Okay, not just positive feedbacks, guys. Anything you'd like to improve in regards to training you just took, anything you'd like to highlight on, anything you'd like to do more of. This is the best chance to reshape and redesign the program as well. From now onwards, we consider you family, not just our students, not just our participants. From now on, we're going to move forward along with you guys as well. So we'd really like to take your feedbacks as our official partners, as you're the face of African Rebirth. We'd really like to take your positive and also not so positive feedback so as to improve the program, to make it better, to curate better leaders from here moving forward, right? So Mahedin, you can please go ahead.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank everyone involved in this training, and I wish we learned a lot of valuable information. From him, we learned how to give speeches, how to represent countries, how is the meeting of countries, in which will countries, how do we defend our idea. Thank you very much for your effort, and I hope there will be more exercise like this. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mahedin. It was a very nice feedback. Okay, we will increase the amount of exercises. Yes, you're right. Simulations, we have to do more simulations that we do understand. But given the schedules, we're trying to accommodate those once per week, which you have seen it for yourselves. It was very difficult to manage. But still, yes, that's a very positive feedback. We'll try to think of how to accommodate more trainings better. Okay, any more feedbacks? Any more feedbacks? Those of you who haven't provided your feedbacks yet, I'm about to call out your names and say, oh, what do you say about the program you just took? Okay, let's start with you, Edward. Edward David, you go first. You didn't think it would come to you, did you? Good.
Good afternoon, founder of
Good
African Rebirth and African Rebirth team and fellow delegates.
Mhm.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I would love to thank our founder and the African team and also the fellow delegates from different countries. It was a great experience, especially engaging with other people from other countries, Now I'm able to contact other delegates if I'm able to visit their nations, such as Egypt, Ethiopia, Ghana, and Cameroon. And I would like to thank also the African Rebirth for the great experience. I was able to learn how different countries come together and negotiate in different types of topics or crises or solve problems globally. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much, Edward. Karamata, our leader, please go ahead. Give us your feedbacks, please.
Good afternoon, delegates. Good afternoon, Dr. Yodanos. Good afternoon, Mr. Enoch. Good afternoon, everyone. I actually knew it was going to come to me, so I hope you can all hear me.
Good for you, wow.
All right, congratulations to everyone who have reached this far. It was a great opportunity to meet different people. Most importantly, to learn different things about the UN. And like Edward said, it's so interesting to meet countries come decide the fate of a nation or resolutions on certain nations. That's really interesting. And then one thing I would love to say is I would love to thank my people in the communication team. You people did a great job. And then the other thing I also want to say is, what is it? Oh yeah, I met people from different countries, especially the Ethiopian people are the most politest people I've come across. They find everything beautiful. Everything, like literally everything to them is beautiful. I remember there was a time I was chairing a meeting, one of those meetings we get, the simulations we get. And then I'm telling them that, no, my camera is actually dark. Please, my apologies. They're like, oh, don't worry, you look beautiful. I'm like, I can hardly see myself and you're telling me I look beautiful. But so basically, it's a great opportunity to meet people from different countries. You get to learn a lot. And it has been a pleasure to always talk to Dr. Danos. I think that's the best part of the cohort. Thank you. Congratulations once again.
That was actually very nice. Okay. Thank you, Karamata, for forwarding your speech on behalf of the communication team. For everybody who meet again, our professor, Professor Karamata, who's been there with us since day one, leading the communication team and actively communicating with you guys while cheering you to be great leaders of tomorrow. Okay, so Achai Deng, we have come to you.
Thank you. Hi, Dr. Dennis. Hello, everyone, delegates, African Rebirth team. I'm definitely thankful for this opportunity with the MUN simulations and everything. I had a really good time. I enjoyed it. I liked meeting people from different countries. I'm glad I got to make some friends, which is great. And yeah, Dag Hammarskjöld is actually my favorite diplomat at the moment, and it said he could go like the whole day and the whole night just negotiating, and just the stamina that he had. And I get amazed about that because after the simulations, like all that mental energy that goes into simulations, wow, into discussing like the world problems and trying to figure things out. It's quite challenging in a sense, but it's also what do you call this? It's worthwhile at the end if there's solutions that would actually make a difference in people's lives. And I got to learn a lot about resolutions, about the MUN and all, and yeah, and I'm glad about that. So thank you to all, and congratulations to the delegates.
Congratulations to you too. Nice hearing from you. Hayat, can you go on next?
Thank you, Dr. Dennis. So I liked everything in the program. It was such a nice program, and I've connected with many of you from South Africa, East, West, North also. I have learned a lot about their cultures, their mindsets, and which is something very amazing. I like this intercultural link that we had benefited from African Rebirth, and I'm looking forward to be active contribution to the alumni. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you too. Shireen, our very own Shireen, you can please go ahead.
Good day, delegates. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I would like to thank African Rebirth for giving us such a wonderful and great opportunity to be part of this session. Personally, for me, I'm grateful because such opportunities like these are not really available to us in my country. I got to learn a lot from being in different committees, and also got to know a lot about the continental issues that are impacting Africans in general. Also, I got to improve my research skills and also got to learn more about MUN. I was always interested in parliamentary procedures, but to go into it practically, that's really a pleasure. And also, I got to make a lot of new friends, and yeah, also to meet a lot of delegates from different countries. So now it's easier to interact with these delegates on what's happening in their issues, I mean, in their countries, the issues affecting their people, and so forth. And also, I got to learn about other countries' policies and laws. And once again, congratulations to all the delegates, and thank you very much.
Thank you too, Shireen. Okay, moving on to Okelo Remijo.
Yes.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Had some commitment in the hospital.
Is it just me or
And let me through. Hello?
I can't hear him well? Hello.
Hello.
Okay, please go ahead. We can hear you now.
Yeah, I was like, I am sorry, I logged in late. I have some commitment in the hospital. So maybe somebody should take me through the process where we have reached. I will also continue from there. I have
No problem, no problem. Okay, so congratulations once again. This is the graduation ceremony of this cohort, the SEMUN cohort, and we were reflecting on how this experience has shaped us. In general, how did you find it? What should be improved on? How did it shape you? And everything. Is anything you want to say to the delegates as well? You can go ahead now.
Okay, thank you so much, Doctor. And also thank you to everyone for the successful completion of this course. It looks simple, like the way we may think, because it had a short duration, but in my life, it means a lot. Likewise, I guess, in the life of all other delegates. I believe that the knowledge I have got here is I'm going to put it into practice to transform the life of my community.
Mm-hmm.
Transform LX status, and we never knew how to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
But today I'm graduating, I've got a lot of knowledge that I need to go and share with them so that they can also learn from me, and also to act peace, not by talking it, but to You cannot say we want conflict when you are promoting conflicts. We are today, migrant can be a professor, you can be a doctor, you can be any profession, be called a learned person, because what you portray may not be what people expect from you. Like if so that what we have learned, let us act peacefully so that we can change Africa. We have the power. All the capacity to send Africa. I posted, which Africa do we want? Many people were saying with the transformation of power, many security will not come. If you're not peaceful to the community, it will not come. So let the change begin with us who learn, so that it can radiate to all other parts of the country and as last as Africa as a whole. Thank you. I have learned a lot. I will again say something if there is need.
Interesting. Okay. We'll give you the chance later, but for now, we'd like to hear from all delegates. So, Nurhan Abdurrahman, can we hear from you?
Yes, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you well.
Yes, thank you. I want, first of all, I want to thank all other delegates and all African Rebirth team. I actually think that the presentations and simulations were all so inspiring, and it helped me engage in a a direct way with politics by being in a role play of being a real diplomat. So it helped me a lot. And actually, what I recall from all the simulations that Mr. Enoch and all other delegates were saying, no judgment, no judgment. We are all learning here. So that's, I think, would be the most important point and the core of success for African Rebirth in the upcoming simulations or cohorts, because it built like a stage for us to speak out our opinions or our learning without any judgment from anyone in the team. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it, and I'm happy to be with you all, and happy to engage with other friends and other delegates. Thank you so much, and yeah, thank you.
That's really nice hearing from you, Nurhan. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Up next, we have Tatenda Mashiri. Stage is yours.
Thank you. Congratulations to everybody for graduating and reaching the stage where we're at now. I think the training has been very informative and eye-opening in terms of putting us in a practical situation of being a delegate, rather than looking from outside, looking at others, applying what a delegate should actually do. And also the chance of actually having diplomats that are in positions of power in politics to actually be present here for us to ask questions and engage with them on how they've managed to be where they are, was also inspiring to also, for me per se, to actually have somebody that has actually done it, that you can look up to and explain to you the obstacles, the challenges, and the will that they had to actually achieve where they are. So for me, that was very informative. Then from the MU simulation, it managed to improve my skills in terms of engaging in debate, the formalities of actually debating with other people, and overall research before you debate with people, so that you can have a varied perspective in terms of what you're debating with people, and also how you're going to receive their point of view. So that was very insightful for me. And overall, the program was very good and really nurturing in terms of how my skills were. Previously, I had never had any practical experience of applying your debate skills and how you engage with other people. For me, that was a very good positive. So my experience with the program and with the cohort has been very good so far. And also networking, I think that's one of the things that we didn't really emphasize on in terms of the programs that we're having and the workshops. I think when we manage to talk as delegates and exchange experiences, given how we are from different parts of Africa, we exchange some things that are similar, some things that are different. So that was really helpful. I've made friends, people from different parts of the Africa now, which I can ask questions on how their traditions are, on how their politics are, or even lifestyle in general. So for me, that was a really good thing. And thank you from the Africa Rebirth team and every delegate that participated.
Well, thank you for sharing your feedback, Tatenda. It's really nice hearing from you as well. Okay, so let me briefly interrupt you to introduce you to the communication, to the whole of the communication team. The communication team, as I said, was being led by Professor Karamata. She was the voice and the face of the communication team, as well as the others who accompanied her through every step of the way. Our IT expert, Emil, was helping us so much with the posters, design, and everything, the behind work of African Rebirth. Yasmin was helping you unpack the sessions before the sessions were conducted to help you understand and digest the sessions better. So big ups to Yasmin as well. And Esther and Shireen were on dividing into groups, into committees where you conduct your MUN simulations, and also by bringing contents to you so you can further explore, research about it prior to showing up to your MUN simulations. As always, Professor Kayamata was directly contacting you guys and updating you on any developments and the sessions, the upcoming sessions, reminding you every now and then. Um, have I left anybody out? No, right? Anybody from the communication group? Have I left anybody from the communication group? No, right? I think I've covered.
Yeah,
Yes, perfect. I've covered everyone. So, with the sweats of all these productive and extraordinary people, we have managed to come to the conclusion of this cohort, which was it was really nice. Honestly, it was very nice connecting with you all. So now up next, let's hear from the one that kept the the dressing code intact and came dressed like Queen Shiva. Yasmin, you can go ahead. Yasmin, the stage is yours. Okay. Or she must have been disconnected. Okay, we'll hear from Yasmin as soon as she connects back. Till then, we can hear from Maureen. Maureen, let's hear from you. I'm audible. Malta, you can hear me, right? I'm now doubting if my voice is getting through.
yeah, you're audible.
Okay, perfect. Makeda, you can please go ahead. Till then. Makeda?
Yes, yes.
Please go ahead.
I'm sorry, my apologies. It's a reflection, right?
Yes, reflection.
Yes. So thank you so much for all the organizers and the host in every sessions. It was really an awesome session. The best part is that I get to connect with many African delegates, and I get to know people as well. And also I have developed my research skills by researching more on an African continent issues. It's like from beyond the words that we say African United and so on, but we really have a different and a diverse set of problems that we have to tackle. And I have learned that from this session, and I'm really grateful for all the chance that has been provided. And also, I've also learned that it's not as such simple as we think it. The MUN session, when you think about it, you seem like that you are a professional in debating or pitching ideas, but really that I am really grateful for all the African representatives in the real United Nations aspect, because they have to begin, they have to research, they have time bounded, you know, like all the sets and the procedures and the goals that they have to achieve, that I have learned that it is easier for me to somehow criticize them on securing our agendas in the African session or in the United Nations, but now I understand that it's difficult and I need to work more and I need to support this African, especially in Ethiopian perspective, Ethiopian colleagues that works closer to the United Nations, that they need to be supported. And I understand that, and thank you so much, and I'm really grateful for the chance, and I look forward to connect with all the delegates that I've known here, and I look forward to impact the African nation, and in particular in Ethiopia, in every way that I can. Thank you so much.
Well, nice to hear from you, Makda. Zahara?
Yes, hello. Can you hear me? Yeah,
Yes,
okay. Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to see you all again. I want to thank you, and I want to thank Mr. Enoch and the communications team for all the arrangements that they have done in the new sessions. I actually can't, I don't know when it ended. I didn't feel the 6 weeks or the 7 weeks we have been through it together. So I'm happy that because I really learned a lot about the model United Nations, because I didn't actually have a great idea or a clear idea about what's been actually happening. So now I know what's happening and how can I represent my country in some discussion in the United Nations, in any conference in the United Nations. And I really know actually now more about the African countries' problems and what they are facing. And I got to know a lot about the Botswana, Zimbabwe, Madagascar, like Ethiopia, and I already have a good amount of friends of all of you. So thank you so much for this beautiful opportunity. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Zahara. It was really nice. Okay. Up next, can we have Shivut Nangula? I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong.
Thank you very much, Madam Moderator. Good afternoon, good evening, fellow delegates. My name is Shivute Nangula from the Republic of Namibia. My reflection on this opportunity that I really got is that I'm very, very, very much grateful to be part of the African Rebirth. Similarly, also to be involved or to engage with fellow delegates through the MUN sessions that we had throughout. It was really a great opportunity, an opportunity that I really took with both hands, and I grasped. I actually took the opportunity with both of my hands, and I maximized on it. through the discussions and the deliberate, the discussions and also the information that I actually obtained throughout the sessions. It's really amazing to see young Africans or young leaders, future leaders coming together to discuss issues that are of mutual concern, and also issues that really requires urgent action in terms of moving our African or our continent forward. I'm really grateful, and I can say that I'm also hopeful that moving forward, fellow African men and women that I'm going to engage from now on will learn one or two things from me, having undergone this intense training, I should say, on how to approach matters or situations in a diplomatic manner. So it's really an opportunity that I will remain hopeful, and not hopeful, but I will remain thankful for. And yes, we'll keep in touch with fellow delegates, and really thumbs up to the communications team and the entire African Rebirth team. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. It was very nice having you here. Moses Pala. Moses.
Hello,
Good afternoon. Moses, your network must be very weak. We can't hear you that clearly. Moses? I think his connection is not that good. Okay. Much better if I get to read for you what he wrote on the chat box. He said, "Good afternoon, delegates. It was a great time spent during these intensive training. I've learned a lot that I can be able to implement in my community, and many thanks to the communication team for their support. It was great, more networking with my fellow delegates across the globe. That she has a mic problem. That's why she can't raise her hand and nor use her mic. But she has said, thank you, Mr. Enoch, an amazing Africa Rebirth team. I'm so grateful and glad for being part of this amazing connection. Got so much to learn and exchange with the Africa Rebirth community. Congratulations to each and every one of us." Thank you, Maureen. And Margie's also said that she does not have that strong of a connection to relay her message, but she has said, "Congratulations, everyone on my network. Everyone, my network's not good, and I'm really happy to be part of this journey and happy to meet such wonderful delegates from different part of the continent. Let us work together to make Africa better." Thank you very much. Makeda has also added a thumbs up for Mr. Enoch and the communication team, and Dr. Odanos for your unreserved commitment to making this happen. Thank you so very much. Thank you guys for being amazing delegates as well, guys. For your unreserved commitment as well. For everyone here, big ups to you all. Yeah, our next session. I feel like we've addressed everyone. We have heard from everyone except for Yasmin. Yasmin, if you want to say something, this is the time to say it now. We've seen you dressed very beautifully in a cultural attire as part of the communication group and as one who has made an unreserved effort to make this really come true. Would really like to hear from you, Yasmin. So please go ahead if you're there. Yasmin? Okay. Maybe she's having a hard time with her network. She'll join us whenever she can so that we can proceed with our next session. Okay. Then next is going to be the most exciting part. It's going to be the announcement of the best resolutions. We've received your resolutions, and here we are to announce the best resolution. The best resolution from all we've received on the topic of the relevance of ACFTA to Africa's economic, political, and social transformation. The winner for this is, drumroll, I'm just kidding. But yeah, the winner is UN Security Council. UN Security Council, we really appreciate thumbs up. Would have been so nice to clap, but you know, since it's a virtual meeting, thumbs up for you guys for the efforts that was made to come up with such an amazing resolution. Uh, Let me share my screen and show you the marvelous work they have done. Can you see my screen, guys? Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Good. This is the UN Security Council resolution on the topic of ACFTA. Would really like everybody to see how well, how structured, and how organizedly they have pointed out all their points and relayed their message. As to how we have chosen them to be the winner of the best resolution, our leader, our founder of African Rebirth, Mr. Enoch, will be highlighting on what was their top qualities, why were they the winning team, why all the whys will be answered by Mr. Enoch. But this is what their resolution looks like. It's a whole of 3 pages, as you can see. It ends here. It's a whole of 3 pages, well pointed out. Such a marvelous job done by the UN Security Council team. The second winning team, before giving the stage to Enoch, the second winning team is the ECOWAS team. Big ups to our next winner, the ECOWAS resolution. Here it is. It's a 2-page resolution, as you can see. This is what it looks like. Okay. Yeah, we have chosen the top 2 resolutions from what we've received. Before we give the floor to Enoch, I would like to first give the floor to members of the UN Security Council that made this resolution to speak on behalf of this resolution. If you want to highlight on some things, the floor is yours. Member of UN Security Council who've made this a reality, please come forward, speak on behalf of your group.
Good afternoon.
Anybody? Good afternoon.
Yes. It's Tatenda once again. Thank you. I'd like to thank the UN Security Council members that were there, who actually assisted in drafting the resolution. We managed to communicate as a group after we had our simulation last week, and we decided that every member, they were supposed to write their own resolution in their own way that they saw fit. This would allow now all the members to have the ideas included in that single document rather than discussing ideas and writing them at the same point in time. So we allowed the members to actually go back to the drawing board, recall the points that they mentioned during the simulation, and to actually write a resolution that reflected what they wanted to be included in the resolution, given the position of their country and as a delegation. So that allowed us to actually cover a lot of ground, given that everybody had their own draft resolution. I'd like also to thank the members who drafted actually the final draft resolution that we had, because we combined different aspects from different members. So I'd like to thank also the team that are responsible for actually compiling into a single document that it is now. So, and thank you also to the Africa Rebirth team. Your lessons on how to actually draft the draft resolution was actually helpful. The last simulation that we had on UN procedures and rules, they gave us an insight on how we're actually supposed to draft our resolution. So I think that's where the thanks come from the teaching and also the team that worked to actually have a successful draft resolution. Thank you.
Thank you for coming here, representing your crew. Big ups to you, Tatenda, and big ups to your team who made this marvelous resolution. Well done on behalf of African Rebirth. Mr. Enoch has a lot to say about this resolution, but before giving the floor to Mr. Enoch, I'd like to give the floor to members of ECOWAS who drafted this resolution. If you want to say a few things, then the floor is yours. Uh-huh.
Maybe share it.
I'm sharing it. Can't you guys
Oh,
see?
this is the Security Council.
Oh, you can't see my. Okay, I'm very sorry. I thought I was sharing it. Okay. Anyways, I'm very sorry. There you go. What now?
All right.
I thought I was showing it earlier too, but perhaps since I was changing tabs, it didn't show when I was highlighting on the equals being 2 pages. I was going through through it as well. I'm very sorry. Apologies for this. Okay. Anybody on behalf of ECOWAS who wants to speak on behalf of this document, now is the time to do so.
Well, we wanted to work on the main points that we had spoken about and see how we could practically put it into effect, if there were some ways or some ideas we could introduce in regarding to the African Free Trade Continental Area. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other person who wants to speak on behalf of ECOWAS, adding to points of Achai? Okay. So Enoch will be telling us, Mr. Enoch will be telling us why we chose the UN Security Council resolution to be the best resolution. What were the top qualities? What should be the takeaway points on drafting resolution and everything? Mr. Enoch, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor, and the team. The resolution, congratulations. You guys are so cold. I'm like, you guys celebrating. But anyhow, do you mind going back, Doctor, to yes, awesome. Now, the resolution. So first of all, I want to say thank you for you guys for drafting these marvelous resolutions. Each one of them, by the way, East African Community, SADC. But like you said, we will choose the best, and the best doesn't mean you're extraordinary superior, but you just put in some few points that distinguishes it from the other. Now, as a resolution is a formal document. Now, why we chose the UN Security Council to be the best? One, from the outlook like this, you see it is a formal document. What does a formal document have? One, it has the logo of the UN Security Council. That's number one. Number two, it has the date when the resolution was signed. Now, that's a very, very, very important thing. You guys, all of you had the best resolutions. Absolutely, I must confess. But now we're choosing where, and again, they add like resolution 268 because UN Security Council has drafted so many resolutions, as you can imagine, right from the beginning of its inception. And so what makes it more cool is adopted by the UN Security Council at 800 whatever meeting on the 20th. Now that is a formal speaking, and that is what makes it more cool. And even when you go down, they use when you're acting, you put yourself in the position of that, character. And so, do you mind going down, Doctor? Like scroll down. Now the language matters here. UN Security Council is a very, very, very authoritative committee. You see, like recalling, reaffirming, which everyone here did. But my favorite is if you can scroll down and you are quoting, 2015, those are very important things, urges, strongly recommends. That is very, very, very good. And so that's why we chose UN Security Council to be the best resolution. It has the logo, it has all the mandate, it has the dates on which it was drafted on. So very good. And second, when you go to ECOWAS, why we chose ECOWAS to be the best resolution, to be the second best. Can you go to ECOWAS?
Yes, there you go.
Okay, so ECOWAS, they did much of the work, like their content is super. But now, if you could look at it, it doesn't like a formal resolution when you look at it. One, it has a logo for ECOWAS, because ECOWAS has a logo. Google it out, has a logo that represents it. Second, there is no date, so we don't know when this resolution will be effective or when it was drafted. Is it in the 1990s or is it 2021? So that distinguishes it from. But they made a very, very, very good remarks downstairs, down. If you could go down. Like reaffirming, the language is super, reaffirming. So what made it the best actually is they put out resolutions, but also they put a way out there, the way out they are going to achieve, which lacked in other resolutions. So you could say reaffirms, but how are you going to reaffirm? How are you going to achieve? So action plan is very clear, If these guys, the ECOWAS guys had put the logo, formal structure like that, they would be the best because they have a clear mandate that this is how we're going to achieve. So I wanted to highlight on those. But even those resolutions that the East African community and the SADC, it's the same. It's the same thing. So, but we have to highlight more the best. The language is super. The overall comment, the language is very super. It represents a resolution because the resolution is an action oriented project, which is very good. Yeah, even the East African community did that, even the SADC community did that. So super. I would say congratulations, everyone. So next time you're drafting a resolution, these are the things to put in you know, should remember. Remember to have a logo of the institution you're representing, and the debt, very, very, very important. Don't forget that. Imagine you sent a letter without debts, you know, it will bounce back. So that's my few comments. Those are my few comments.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Mr. Enoch. It's very nice hearing from you once again. It's a pleasure hearing from you every time. Okay. Moving on, would like to hear from the communication group themselves. Yasmin is back. Yasmin, can you speak now?
Yes. I'm sorry, I was having a bad connection. Can everyone hear me?
No problem. We understand. Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. So thank you so much, Doctor, for giving me this chance. Good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, Doctor and Mr. Enoch. So I would like to say congratulations to every one of us. I'm really happy to see all of us here. Yeah, well, for me, joining Africa Rivers, actually signing up for Africa Rivers, one of the best decisions I've ever made, and being accepted to get this chance was truly a pleasure. Through Africa Rivers, I have learned to develop myself in many ways. I've also get to meet new friends, new delegates from different countries. It was really good experience. I had an amazing session every week and good simulation as well. I got to meet lots of new friends, and I was really inspired by many of my new friends. For me, Africa Rivers has taught me really, really many things. I was also
Jesus, I will wait on you.
Oh, can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can
Yes,
hear you.
you can.
So yeah, African Rivers have given me the chance to actually take things matter seriously. So I would like to thank everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, and congratulations to every one of us.
Thank you, Yasmin. As I said earlier, she was the effort behind unpacking every session prior to having sessions, preparing some presentations, some Word documents to help you digest the sessions that you were about to have every Saturdays and every Saturday.
Yeah, and I also like to thank both Mr. Enoch and Dr. Jordanos for their amazing commitments and their devotion. I'd also like to thank the communication team for bringing the best of themselves to the team. It was really good working with the communication team. I had really a good time. Yeah, I also like to thank everyone out there.
I would like to thank you for your efforts as well, Yasmin. Okay. Yeah, on behalf of the communication team, would like to bring once again Professor Karamata. I would like to hear from you once again on behalf of the communication team. Tell us how things were from your side and how things should go from here forth for every delegate. Any messages
All right.
on behalf of the communication team?
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll start with how it was for me. With the communication team, it was great because you have people who know what they're doing, or you can give them an instruction and they follow as you instructed them. Now with the cohort, it was a bit difficult communicating with them because you give them the information on the group and they don't view it, or rather they view it and then they don't reply to it. And then a few minutes to the meeting, they'll come back to you and say, okay, this and this happened, I don't understand. But then you saw me post earlier, you could have asked the question then, or you could have commented to say, I've received what you have put on the group, of which some people do. That's magnificent, that's great. So from here onwards, as you're becoming African leaders, the best key for a diplomat is communication, effective communications. Remember, we've been taught about these things. The audience goes to, you don't only have a bigger audience also, but the 3 people you're talking to makes an audience also. So if you are a good communicating person, such small details you have to take hold of. And I think this goes with your own personal life also. Like you have to be a person that communicates. But overall, it was a privilege and an honor to meet all of you. It was great. I enjoyed my time. I had my struggles because at the end of the day, people want what they want, but we are here to learn, we're here to grow, correct one another, and it's magnificent. I have been empowered on my side very much. I've been empowered, and the thing is, I have to go back again to the same notes and go back to what I have been taught because this brain taking things. I'm an audio student. We want to hear more than we want to read. So yes, so it was a privilege and an honor to work with Mr. Enoch. It was awesome, and obviously Dr. Jordanos has been the best, and the whole cohort and my communication team also. Emilia, Jasmine, Esther, Shireen also awesome. The beginning of the what do you call this, a cohort. That was awesome working with you, and I hope I didn't forget anyone. You're all great. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Now we're coming to the conclusion of the cohort. We're gonna have to hear a few words from the founder and the leader of African Rebirth. Yes, prior to giving the stage to our Mr. Enoch, let me say a few things about what we offer in African Rebirth. MUN cohort is one of the sessions we give, or one of the cohorts we give at African Rebirth. We give several leadership, diplomacy, entrepreneurship, other trainings that we think will nurture the skills of an African youth. Our aim is to bring a prosperous and united Africa, and we believe that the investments we're making on youth are the investments we're making on our young Africa, as the majority of the population of Africa are youth. Uh, and the future, the current, and the past. I mean, like, we believe the youth are not just the leaders of the future, but are leaders of the present. Hence, we would like to empower the youth every step of the way. So, yes, as I said earlier, you are part of the African Rebirth family. We'll be posting as often as possible on every of our social media handles about any opportunities that may arise or any new cohorts that we'll be making available. So you guys can directly apply and get opportunities. These opportunities, like I said, we have provided other trainings like leadership, entrepreneurship, diplomacy, and business, all in one sometimes. Like these 6-week cohorts are things we do to empower the youth. And we're also planning on widening our horizon and engaging with several other sectors and key governments, expanding our audiences. So you are our assets. From here on, we're going to be using you guys as well. You are the face of African Rebirth. So it's best if you uphold and represent African Rebirth wherever you are. We are open to engaging with you. You'll be hearing more about this from Mr. Enoch as the head, the founder, and a youth himself. He is always a very good role model for every one of us in bringing such initiatives and conducting it successfully in a way that brings this wide continent all in one through the young energy. So big ups to you, Mr. Enoch. I can't speak enough about what you offer to Africa. So let's all play our parts. And Mr. Enoch, the floor is yours. You can go ahead.
Thank you very much for the kind words, and everyone doing whatever they can to stay on the platform. I usually start with a quote. Usually on the graduation day, people are so in excited mood. But the surprising thing is that people are so, look guys, we are out of the moderation of MUN, so there is no point of order. So I like everyone to be like, a little bit excited, a bit. It's not MUN. We're just finishing MUN. Yeah. But anyhow, the best adventure anyone can ever take is to move in the direction of your dreams. It's not going to the islands of Madagascar or to planet Mars or wherever. It is pursuing your dream in the direction that you want it. And I am convinced beyond doubt that each one of us here on the platform, in one way or the other, whether you're still discovering of who you want to become or who you want to be, in one or the other, you are destined to be in public service. And I don't want to be a prophet, but I can see clearly that if you can stand the 6 weeks of diplomacy, leadership, politics, security, you are truly destined to be in public service in one or the other. You might not be in government, but you might be in civil society. You might be an activist. You might be an academic in those fields. So the best way you chose and the best choice you made is to move, not to shy away and move confidently in the direction of your dreams. Africa is at a crossroad right now. Why am I saying it's at a crossroad? When when you're at a crossroad, you are discovering when to cross. The cars are coming in every direction. This is how the situation of Africa is now. It is at a crossroad. But for Africa to cross successfully, they empower the young people and they want to carry it on. We're not talking about people of 70s. They have done their race. The race now belongs to us. And so when I see young Africans compelled with commitment, with passion, wanting to revive a new face of Africa, that is the beginning of Africa. Someone asked me yesterday, or was on an interview on a certain TV, so asked me, what can we do to change the Africa we want? I said, unless we are tired of mediocre politics, we are tired of the status quo, we are tired of being ranked as the poorest continent in every index. Go look yourself. Every public index that ranks poverty and wealth creation, Africa ranks number last. Until we are tired of conflicts that have characterized our past and the present, that's when we will change Africa. Until we are tired of young people just crossing to the Mediterranean Sea, wanting jobs with the hope to get jobs. I don't know which jobs people get in the Mediterranean Sea, but that's to you to discover. So such things are going to help us tired of status quo. And young Africans like you, we started, people who are admitted were like 40, but here I see 22 people. Now that's for me, that's works for me. You know why? I know the 24 people who are on the platform are the real people that this message was compelled to. Others were simply taking a walk or they are in adventure. So, and the change doesn't begin with billions of people. It begins with a few people with same passion, commitment, vision, and the ability to move forward. You see, if whether you're Christian or not, but we have to believe even in the philosophical world, in academic world, they have agreed that Jesus is the best leader that ever lived on earth. Reason being, he had 12 people, 12, that's cabinet ministers, then speak in terms of government. He had 12 ministers. But you know what? Everyone here confesses the name Jesus. Everyone, it is the most successful religion with a number of people all over the world. 2,000 years ago, people are still speaking Simon Peter, Simon Peter, Simon Peter, Simon Peter. So what changes people, and not a lot of many people, Also look at Prophet Muhammad. How many did he have his followers? Now, he guy who changed, he shaped religion, and still now it's still multiplying. So those are just key religious people I want to use. So what changes a nation, what changes society, it's not a multitude, it's a few people. And if I see that young people committed to do that, I am hopeful that tomorrow is secure. And so as we position yourself as you graduate, this is just an event, graduating, but real transformation takes place outside the training. How are you going to apply? How has your mindset shifted or changed? So leadership is action, service, results. Without that, it's not leadership. That's another thing. So you are obliged to take leadership roles in your communities. I'm not telling you to go and contest to be a minister or a prime minister or what. No, go change your society, where you live, your school, your work environment. And if you can't take part in national politics, why not? Because you are destined to do that anyway. So what I want to say is that don't underestimate your potential. The 6 weeks you spent here, mind shaping, discovering new things, being challenged on many platforms, that is the beginning. And so don't stop. If there is any other chance to learn, please go and learn more. Don't stop from learning. And second, let's be a distinguished youth of Africa. What I mean is, let's have a distinction from other generations that have been before us, even others. Let's have a distinction in terms of mindset, in terms of service, in terms of seeing a big outlook for Africa. And that's where, as African Rebirth, I strongly believe that our mission is to defy mediocrity, inspire and empower young African leaders with a mindset of peace and unity and transformation. So as we commission you and as you become forever partners, I count on you, forever partners in this journey of transformation. It's not about me, it's not about the team, it's not about the communication team, it's not about anyone. It's about Africa. The real deal here we're talking about is Africa. And Africa, don't look at it at Africa starts from your community, starts from your country of origin, starts from your school where you are. What is the positive change that you are transferring from there? And so let's be young people of distinction. Let's be young people of research. Let's be young people who are informed. Let's be young people who think big, beyond the tribal lenses, seeing people in a tribal lenses, seeing people in a religious lenses, because all those things factors, when you bring them together, they don't add the GDP to the economy. They don't add any activity. It's what adds activities are the things we are doing right now. Mind transformation, that you become a changing agent, that you start a business, that you employ your fellow people, that inspire your fellow young people, that you appreciate diversity. Lastly, let's embrace unity over division and conflicts. Let's embrace peace over conflicts and violence. And let's embrace prosperity over mediocrity and low lifeness, poverty, redundancy, bankruptcy, all those things that have characterized our past. So the continent of Africa looks on you to deliver the best you can. And lastly, I want to thank everyone here for their commitment, right from the delegates, for their commitment that you've employed to become the best you can. And you've committed your time, your resilience. I'm sure it's not in vain. I can attest to that. Second, I want us to start the best staff ever I can work with. Dr. the communication team, and also the people here helping us on the project team. If you didn't know that, the people helping us, I can see some of them here, Zara, Magda, and Amda. So they're helping us on the project team. So thank you very much, guys. You've shown that leadership is not really position, it's service and results. So thank you very much. And I want to thank also for you guys for committing your time for drafting the best resolutions ever. And now I want to speak on resolutions. I want you guys to write your names. It's like countries, but you write your name. So that becomes like a life mark that you assisted in drafting the resolution at a certain point. So you put down your names, your real names, Karamata, Professor, if you want to add Professor, no problem. So put down your names, like this should be a mark on your transcript or on your wherever. Put down your names in every resolution you made, so that it becomes, and that's your private document. You can have it, you can keep it. And second, we shall also post it, upload it on our website. I already uploaded the East African community one, because it was the first today, but I'm going to upload all these too. So write your names that you at certain point, and you write the dates, very important, and that you made this. Now, you don't have to send it to us. If you want to send it to us, no problem, but it's your own home consumption. So keep it. That's just for record purposes. And also I want to speak about administrative, I want to speak about the certificates. I think Emil has finished this first set of certificates, so you get your certificates through the communication team. With that, I want to really thank you so much for your unwavering commitment and leadership and skillful. You know, there's a difference being skilled and scalable. So I am convinced beyond doubt that you guys are both. You are both skilled and scalable, because people who are just skilled and not scalable don't deliver much. So you have all the necessary instruments to make your lives better. First, your life better, your community better, your country better, and Africa better. And when you transform your community, you're transforming Africa. So let's be three things that we take. Improve your communication skills, improve your networking skills, improve your punctuality. Punctuality is necessary. It beats my understanding when in Africa we don't want to keep time, yet we are the one who want development than any other continent. And so punctuality is very, very key ingredient to development. And let's think big. When you think big, you act big, you believe big, you dream big, you walk big, you talk big. So let's think big. When someone thinks, he thinks of a broader interest, thinks of a better society, thinks of a better country, thinks of a better atmosphere, a better environment. It doesn't cost you anything to think big. It doesn't cost a dime to think big. But it costs billions to think less, because it has a lot of problems that comes with when someone has a narrow mindset, you know. So let's think big. It doesn't cost a dime. Thank you very much. Back to you, Dr. Lars.
Oh, thank you for such wise words from our founder, Mr. Enoch. Okay, so before we close the session, can everybody turn on their video so we can take a group picture? Our very last picture. Everybody turn on your videos once, please, just take a picture. Everybody? Latenda? Peter? Please turn on your videos just once, please. Just once.
Come on, you have beautiful faces, guys.
I know. So beautiful people. Huh? Everybody, give us a smile. The best smile, guys. Cheese in one, in 3,
This
2, 1. Congratulations once again, guys. It was
this could
very
be their
nice having
smile.
you here, and thank you for turning on your videos. It was very nice having you here. I really enjoyed the journey. Hopefully, you've all enjoyed the journey as well. Okay, Makita just turned on her video. Can we all please turn on our videos so we can include Makita in the picture, please, guys? One more time, one more time. One more time, just one more time.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Good. Cheese, guys, cheese. Smile. Thank you, everyone.
It could be the smile of the year you've smiled in a long time. So this is a chance.
It is, yes. Very nice. Thank you, guys. Congratulations. Have a blessed journey ahead. It was very nice having you all here. That will be our good night, and at the same time, good journey ahead of everybody. Okay, it was very nice having you guys here. Keep the group active, keep it engaging, keep it interactive, and as I said, keep following the pages for additional opportunities. Moving forward, you are the face of African Rebirth, but also the face of Africa, Mother Africa as well. Well, have a good day, guys. Have a good night, wherever you are.
Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much. Bye. Please connect with yourself, connect with your fellows. Change LinkedIn, WhatsApp, whatever you want to do. Instagram, slide in. This is the 21st century. Just slide in it. Slide in Instagram so they can slide in. You know, so you enjoy life. You don't have to. So yeah. So if you wanna stay just to hang out, no problem.